Hey, it is Thursday the 30th at 4:48. I am coming at you live on LinkedIn and YouTube and Instagram and wherever else. Today, in honor of my Acura t-shirt I'm wearing today, that we are part of the Acura Digital Dealer Program, ADDP, I thought it'd be a good idea to take a quick test drive of an Acura website. So just to give you a little bit of history, I want to say it's going on 2 years ago, anniversary coming up in a couple days. November 1st, 2023 was the first time that we launched an intice360 website. It was for a Honda dealership in the Tampa market, branded Honda, a longtime client of ours. We let them know probably a year before that we were pivoting away from being a widget provider in the automotive space and moving into a full website solution, and they were eager to be our first beta test dealership. We were very grateful for them to take that leap with us. Had tremendous results right out of the gate, and almost 2 years later, on the 1st of November, they were still going super strong, and we continue to update and iterate and make better our intice360 website. So today, I want to talk about Acura. Earlier this year, late last year, we were invited to become part of the ADDP, that Acura Dealer Program, Digital Dealer Program, and the HDS program, the Honda Dealer Services, Digital Services Program, Solutions Program. Let me get my acronyms right. So ADDP and HDS. So we're officially part of those two programs. What this allows Honda dealers and Acura dealers is to be in program with an intice360 website, but not just website. It also includes our digital retailing technology. It also includes our chat technology, and we're paired with our DigAd products. So we have two packages. We have the website only package, and we have the DigAd package, which includes search engine marketing, social media marketing, video marketing, display, conquest email. So a full service, full circle intice360 DigAd program. So today, let's go ahead and take just a couple minutes, and we'll take a test drive of an ADDP approved intice360 website. So to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. I think I can do it right here. Boom. So some of the things that make an intice360 website a little bit different than a typical website solution is the way that it looks when you first arrive to the site. We've taken a lot of care to make the first presentation of an intice360 website to have a factor of wow. Our goal is to really tie into the OEM brand that we're working with, so the Acura brand in this case. And we really want to create this tier one elevated experience. One of the trends that I've noticed recently with a lot of websites is when you first go to it, it's very blocky, and you got slider content on one side, you got CTA content on the right-hand side, and you're not just looking at one core presentation when you first come to the site. But that is exactly what you get with an intice360 website, where you are getting a big, beautiful slider image. And then on top of that big, beautiful slider image, we're going to layer in content. Typically, it's going to be advertisement content like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause this real quick here. So you can see I have this little player pause button that I can make right here. We create these images using AI. Generative fill. We take an image from the Acura Ad Planner or from the Acura website. We use generative AI to backfill this image and to really place this vehicle right here on the right-hand side. So it's very visually appealing. It's very elevated to match the elevated branding of an Acura dealership. And if I zoom in here, you can see how nice and attractive that looks. You've got the vehicle right there, a nice beauty shot of that vehicle driving in. And then over on the left-hand side, you'll also notice that we have all of the offers. So we get the dealership's logo in the upper left-hand corner. We have the branding for the model line itself. We have the lease offer. We have the APR offer. We have the information about the year, make, model, and trim, creating a ton of transparency into the overall process. We have a view offer CTA. And one of the things I hope you can notice is how crisp and clean and clear this is. Now, this is not by mistake. This is by design. The way that typical website providers provide for better performance is they compress the shit out of the images and they export them in really low resolution. So it's a smaller image file that's going to be added to the website, which will overall give you better performance. But there's other ways to do that. And we decide to implement other ways to do that. We still have highly optimized image content, and we're able to layer this in, but it is far from blurry. It is super crystal clear, as you can see with that, and that's going to include the logo, the vehicle imagery, the button text. I mean, look how beautiful that J.D. Power 2005 Dealer of Excellence Award. Even the super small content on the disclosure down the left-hand side, which you can see is very small, but when you zoom in, it's very clear. It's very easy to read. I would actually challenge you to go to your dealership website right now, look at the the image content, zoom in, and see if you're able to get a good, clear view of that overall text. That's one of the things that we do. So another thing that you'll notice here is that we have this vehicle image pointing directly to our CTA block. This CTA block, you'll find throughout our entire website that we have this type of CTA block on the SRP, on the VDP, on the research pages, on the specials pages. It's part of like our DNA of an intice360 website, where we include that nice little animation as a customer hovers over that image. If you might not be able to see it in that, but it gives you a nice hover over darkening of the image itself. Like, for example, if you look at the front of the vehicle, and if I hover over that, you can see that the button actually turns opaque and there's a little drop shadow that gets added. And then our icon will spin. So we're trying to create really cool user feedback as the customer reviews and engages with our CTA block. And of course, the customer can search vehicle information here. They can type in a make, a model, a VIN number, stock number, which these tools work extremely well for dealership employees. We know that dealership employees use our website as selling tools to be able to search through inventory, to get information about the different vehicles, to get the pricing information, to share this information with potential consumers. It's all done right on our intice360 website. So we have that right up top here. So the goal here is to create a really beautiful looking slider when the customer first comes to the dealership that's highly optimized for engagement, with that CTA block right in the center, and your eye goes right to it. Now, the reason we know your eye goes right to it is because there's a little bit of psychology behind this. And this actually reminds me of a video that I did, I want to say back 4 or 5 years ago. I was asked to speak at Digital Dealer, and the title of my presentation was how to hack your dealership website and optimize it for lead conversion. We looked at a ton of different studies. And one of the things that we latched onto is this idea of how the psychology of a human brain works when it looks at things that look like a face, specifically a face, but anything that looks like a face, we convert into a face. It's also part of our psychology to if you're looking at a sea of content and there's something that looks like a face, that's where your vision is going to go. That's where your attention is going to go. when your attention goes to that face, the next thing that's going to happen is that if the face is looking away, your brain is going to point your attention to whatever that face is looking at. That's the idea behind the psychology of how we create our banners. So we create this intention for customers to go right to the front. So if I share my screen again here, you can see the front of that vehicle going right into the CTAs. Front of the vehicle, there's our CTA block. Okay, so continuing my test drive, we're just going to focus on a few core elements here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on this $499 a month 2026 Acura MDX. I click on that. That's going to bring me to the specials page. So the customer clicks on $499 a month. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to give them $499 a month. We're going to give them all of these offers, the information around the $499 a month. We even include a video for that $499 a month. Let me go ahead and play it real quick.
Right now at Jim Hudson Acura, you can get great prices and payments on all new Acuras. The newest Acura cars and SUVs arriving daily. Drive away with your new Acura before these deals are gone. Get all the facts at JimHudsonAcura.com.
So we produce one of these videos for every special every single month and get it loaded to the dealership's website. One of the things that you'll notice here is that we mirror that branding that we create for our dealerships right there in the video. These videos work great for CTV ads, for YouTube ads, for Facebook ads, for Instagram ads, and for our dealers that have opted in for intice360 Digad along with the website. We create a ton of video content for that dealership to use for advertising. Now, once a customer goes from the specials page, they can search inventory, and the inventory is going to show up. They can jump in and look at a VDP, for example. And when we look at this VDP, you can see we have the price, we have the conditional offers. All of this is loading in live. We have the image pointing over to the pricing, and then we go down because we have this animation looking at the primary CTA. And then again, we have our CTA buttons right here on the VDP, including our digital retailing tool, which a customer can log right into, which will add right to the dealership's homepage. So that's our digital retailing tool. So that's part of, and you can see right here, we have our chat as well. So all of that is fully integrated. I can schedule a test drive right from chat, which will open up our lead maker tool. I can get pre-qualified right from our chat. It'll open up our loan maker tool. So a very seamless experience for customers as they navigate a Intice dealership website. So I just wanted to spend a couple minutes in honor of my Acura t-shirt that I wore today. Wanted to give you a quick test drive of an Acura ADDP approved website, intice360 website, digital retailing, chat, Digad, all ADDP approved. If you're an Acura dealership and looking to level up your game, bringing everything all together, we'd love to have the opportunity to provide a full-featured presentation and demonstration of our Intice360 website, digital retailing, chat, and Digad. As always, I appreciate you tuning in, checking out one of my videos. And of course, you're going to find this video and many others at intice.com.